and gentlemen, people of the page, people of the channel, welcome to another ride, baby. It is 9 o'clock at night. I'm still out on the grind, hustling, slithering through the concrete jungle we call New York City. How's everybody doing? My name's Antonio. Welcome to this nightly excursion. Doing some Doordash right now, which I don't typically do after a Grubhub shift. I did the dinner rush from the hours of 4:30 to 8:30, 4 hours of Grubhub. I averaged about just a little under $20 an hour. I made about 19 and change per hour. I made pretty decent money, I must say. Just under 80 bucks for 4 hours. Gotta love Grubhub, guys. Gotta love Grubhub. When you're working on block and you're the primary driver and you're on block, you're gonna do well. Whether you cherry pick or not, you're gonna do pretty well in a busy market. And I live in the outskirts of a major city. If you work Grubhub in the outskirts in a major city, you're gonna do pretty good. I'm not big on rejecting orders unless it's my last call of the day, my last order of the day, and they're sending me like light years away somewhere. But for the most part, you know, the reason why Grubhub is so good is because, one, you don't have to wait in line and you don't have to waste time paying for the food. You know, you do that with Doordash and Postmates, but not with Grubhub. Now, I'm going to get a little fundamental here, guys. You know, I get a lot of commenters on my channel, on my videos, who are new, who are looking to do this type of work. They're looking to get into the game of gig economy app driving. So I'm going to get a little fundamental. A lot of this stuff can seem a bit basic. What I'm going to say in this video may sound a little basic to the experienced driver, but I'm making this video for the new guys out there, the new guys and gals looking to get into this stuff, looking to get into the game. So Grubhub is typically, I mean, I'm speaking for myself and my market. It's very commercially dense. The Grubhub region is in a very commercially dense area. What I mean by that is lots of apartment buildings. I deliver to schools. I deliver to hospitals. I deliver to 20-story buildings. You know, be prepared to carry a lot of change. Loose change in your car, because I'm constantly pumping quarters into meters for parking. If your region is in an area like mine, be prepared for that. Be prepared to take elevators. Be prepared to, you know, work in a city, you know, in that hustle and bustle environment, lots of traffic and stuff. And it's something that if you're going to do this full time, Grubhub's the only way, because they cap their drivers in regions. A lot of drivers say they can't get in with Grubhub anymore. They're no longer recruiting. And that's good for the drivers who are, you know, working full time with Grubhub, because the market won't become saturated with drivers, and they every day they can wake up and be guaranteed to make a decent amount of money. And that's what's great about Grubhub. It caters to the dedicated driver who wants to do this full time. Doordash is what I'm doing now. I'm on my way home from a Grubhub shift, and I turned the Doordash on. I usually turn UberEATS on and Postmates. Those are my two side apps, mainly because they're not as busy. They're new to this city. Postmates just arrived not even a month ago. Uber is a couple months old, UberEATS. So they're not as busy. Those are my side apps. And before I talk about Doordash, let me talk about my side apps for a bit. UberEATS is great. Postmates is great if you live in the center of a major city like Manhattan, Chicago. I'm 13 minutes away from Manhattan, so I'm on the outskirts of Manhattan. So UberEATS, Postmates, you know, you need to be logged on all day if you want to make $100. They throw a lot of promotions at you. UberEATS throws a lot of promotions at you. There's good bonus money involved. You know, you complete 10 trips, you get an extra 20 bucks or so. In my case, it's 5 trips, an extra 10 bucks. And it can add up. If you stay logged on all day, you may get, you know, you'll get 5 trips, but you got to be logged on all day. And the other day I made 90 bucks in just 3 trips in a 4 times boosted area. But I got lucky that day. It's not going to be like that every day. It's not something you're going to rely on unless you live in a major city. You can't rely on UberEATS to make a living. And the same goes for Postmates. What's good about Postmates is the regions are tremendous. You can go to any one of the cities that they offer their services and work. If you want to go on vacation to another city and work, you can. But on the downside to Postmates, just like Doordash, you got to wait in line in a lot of restaurants. You got to pay with your card. You got to photograph the receipts. You got to upload the receipts onto the app before every pickup. It's a little, you know, a little more work. But on the plus side, customers usually tip on Postmates. I ordered Postmates the other day. I couldn't bypass the tipping option. I was trying to like see if you could, you know, use the app again. I could not use the app again unless I tipped the driver, which I planned on doing. But I was new. It was my first Postmates order. I was trying to, you know, get the drift of it, the drift of the app. And for the most part, 9 out of 10 times I get tipped with Postmates. With Doordash, complete opposite. I get the most no tippers with Doordash, more than Grubhub. At least with Grubhub, if you get a no tip order, they're usually so busy, at least in my market, that they'll take that no tip order, that $3 and change order, and stack it, and you know, include it as part of a double order, and so it's no big deal. With Doordash, I get a lot of $5 and change orders and stuff. The service fees are a little high with Doordash, and this encourages people not to tip drivers. On the plus side, with Doordash, their base pay is pretty good, $5 plus mileage. So, you know, it's not as bad as if you do receive a no tip order. It's still pretty decent money per trip. You may make $6. But you know, each of these companies have their ups and downs. Again, it all depends on whether you want to do it full-time, part-time, or if you don't like to work in a commercially dense area. Sometimes I admit I like to do DoorDash because I like to choose where I want to work. It's past 9 o'clock. I gotta finish up and get home, man. I got some laundry to do. Let me tell you, when you're working 6 days a week like I am, that laundry piles up on you, let me tell you. But I think I covered it all. If I had to pick one, guys, Grubhub. But then again, it's good to sign up to all of them. You know, sometimes you can't find any blocks for Grubhub, and you can do DoorDash on those days. DoorDash, another thing before I go, the regions for DoorDash are huge. The reason why you don't make as much money with DoorDash like you do with Grubhub is because there's so many restaurants and the region is so large it extends into other states. I can go and work in New Jersey if I want. And there's so many restaurants that I find the driving distances to be pretty long in between. I'm constantly going 13, 14, 15 minutes away to a restaurant. And then, you know, each order is like, it requires, you'll get 2 orders at most per hour with DoorDash. Because of the driving distances and because you need to wait in line and pay. In certain restaurants like Wendy's, I'm going to have to wait in line if it's busy. I have to pay and wait for the food. With Grubhub, I've done 4 orders in 1 hour. There's more stacked orders. The regions are, you know, tinier, less driving distance. So another advantage for Grubhub in my book. I'm out of here, guys. I gotta go pick up this food. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. All you new guys and gals out there, I hope you guys have a good experience in this business. I wish you guys the best of luck. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section. And remember to like and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. And that's a wrap, folks. Be well, guys. Be safe out there. Work at your own pace. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be well. Catch you guys later. Until next time, this is Antonio signing off.